Okay. So let's take a look at Fuel's defense. So, yeah, 2 CP. No, stupid maps with roofs and things like that. Okay. What do we got here? So Doha is going to be going on the high ground. That means that he put a mine somewhere or something? Okay. Yeah, so anytime you see a Junkrat walking onto high ground, it means he dropped a mine. So he just dropped it right there. Crimzo is on the far right, so that's going to give him a little bit more angle, especially if people try and transition through this area. It's going to give him some good angles to try and get some antis. Okay, you can retreat to cover pretty easily around that corner right there. Closer's on the high ground playing Brig. Gamsu's doing the old faithful on the Orisa. Decay's got this initial angle locked down on the Widowmaker, but he's immediately going to grapple back up to the high ground. And then where is Note chilling? Note, where are you chilling? Oh, Note scouting. Okay. And then Shock are going to play Symmetra. So you'll probably see... I actually remember this now. So anyway, even if I didn't remember this, Striker is going to place the teleporter right here because you can teleport directly from this main choke onto the point. And especially if you get that first, immediately after that, Striker is going to drop the turrets on the inside of that point. So, Note is he going to see this? Well, he just drops back. Sees Reinhardt at the very least. And Doha's just chilling. I remember this. Goes down. So there's the teleporter drops. Doha just drops right into there. Gets one mine, and then, yeah, drops his concussion. So that's an insta-kill against 200 HPers. He gets knocked away. So, that's on the point, and they're going to get finished off. So, yeah, pretty easy one there. So, Striker, you're going to stay on this Metro here. Yes, he is. Are they going to try the same thing? So they don't have to teleport onto the point. They can do the rotation into the far right as well if they want. So where is he going? He's going, yes, far right staircase. Okay, so they're all going to teleport in, except the Diva. Okay, so now they're on the high ground behind him. So this is going to be a good point where Closer and Gamshu should start retreating. Closer, run. Closer has to retreat off the high ground, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but he's going to be backing up. So Shock have taken the high ground pretty painlessly, and now they're going to be dropping to just make this more or less a linear fight. I don't think Super's going to fight on this high ground very much. There's not a lot of point there, unless he wants to drop off that main part, but either way, Gamsu would just rotate if Super is going to stay on this high ground. Makes more sense for him to drop, though. Gamsu has to keep his distance as well because of the Symmetra. Excuse me. The Mei is going to be much less powerful here. Because they're playing the Orisa and... Excuse me. The Orisa and the Diva. So, with the Symmetra, as long as they kind of keep their distance, the damage overall is going to be really low. But you can see that Striker is just ramping up the Symmetra beam on the shield there. Pushing back in. So this is going to make it a lot more difficult, because they don't have... Fuel doesn't have any pressure in terms of trying to prevent Shock's movements right now. And Decay is looking at this angle, and where is Doha? So Doha is just on the far side here. So they're going to be pushing back onto this, but now Striker is basically already going to be at level 3, right? Yeah, so Striker's already at level 3. You can tell because of the, on the gun itself. So that's a lot of damage. But is it 20 HP? Is he going to survive? No. Okay, so they still managed to destroy Super Shield really quickly. How did they manage that one? Is it just through the Junkrat? Moves onto the point, 1000 HP, gonna take rid of that shield. I feel like he could have been a little bit better on the shield management there. There was a lot of points in time. Like, what was he shield? Was he trying to shield from the Widowmaker? So he's shielding here. Decay is up there, right? Maybe he's shielding against the Widow? I don't know. That's a bit of a long shot. I feel like Super should have been taking the opportunity to try and recharge his shield as much as possible. Because if he had been able to hold that a little bit longer, that Symmetra would have locked things down pretty hard. And where are the turrets? Where are Striker's turrets? Striker doesn't have any turrets left. Okay. So that breaks. That plus the Junkrat is going to be a lot of damage. D.Va's on the side.
Time to raise my boosters engaged.
Doha just frags like crazy on the side there. I actually remember that shot. That shot was really good from Doha. So that fight, I'll be honest, felt really awkward. Like, after that teleport, Fuel didn't really do a good job of trying to pressure them or prevent them from taking ground. Like, they didn't try and stop them or pressure them very much. You know, they rotated a little bit late. Closer had to drop at the high ground. Gamsu moved back, wasn't really trying to contest them from getting on the point, and then Shock got position on the point. Decay, I don't think, got a kill during that. Like, he was providing, like, passive pressure from the sightlines that he could take, so that Shock can't move too freely, but it was freely enough to get position on the point. And then, really, the fact that they won, like, the fact that Fuel won a shield war against a 100, like, a full-charged Symmetra, I get that they had the Junkrat, but that should not have happened. You know, there was no real reason for them to push up that early, or at least force the Junkrat to take kind of a more exposed angle, or force the Orisa onto the point. But yeah.
Routing power to forward shield. I'm gonna have to shoot you down.
Okay. So same thing here. Doe is gonna back out.
Fire in the hole!
I remember this. Rascal drops and just headshots him, right? So they trade.
Matrix activated.
May for Junkrat.
Time to raise my APM.
Oof. I mean, like, even so, I mean, it's even worse that that Super got headshot and died. But even then, like, what was that Nano expecting to accomplish? They'd already traded 1-for-1, which is favored to the attackers, right? So they could go in, but it's a D.Va. Like, notes there that the only thing that he's going to do is run away as soon as his boosters are off cooldown, if they weren't already, were they? Yeah, like 1 second, and he would have been out of there with pretty much no fear at all. So there's a couple times, not with the Shock here, but this is the first kind of Nano that I'm just like a really big question mark here. And then Note's going to go down here just to kind of make sure that the pincer is set up and that they have nowhere to retreat. Choyobin gets the Mega. Note doesn't really care. Nurses him off. And they're good. Okay. So how did the Super, or how did Shock get pressured so hard off of this? Because they do the teleport over to the far side, right? And then, so Choyobin's caught in the trap. Oh, they just backed off because of the tire. Okay. And then Super's taking a lot of shield damage here as well, right? His shield's already down to like 300, and he's antied. Oh, so he's antied too, so that he doesn't even get the HP bonus from the Nano Boost when it does come out. Okay. Okay, so they hid quite a bit from the tire, respectably so. But that caused them to lose a lot of ground while they were still losing defense matrix, actual base HP, and shield HP. And they got antied. Tried to do the Nano to push back in, but Decay with the headshot finishes them off. Ginger honey, I like it. Okay. So Striker is on the Sombra now. But they're still running Mei, Luciana. Man, look at the ultimates for Fuel. That is a lot of options. The only thing they don't have Rev's Riptire, but that'll charge up soon enough. Okay, so Choyobin's going to be pushing across. Oof. That was a good pull, right? That was a pull in it. Oh no, what did I press? Right? So that was a pull plus a anti-nade, I think? So as they try and cross here, there's the defense matrix going on to Doha to make sure that he can't throw concussion mines or anything like that. And then there's the pull. And Crimzo should be chucking a nade here, right? Sees it. Boom. Bam. Taps Moth too. Looking forward on Architect. Doha got him though. Okay. So a little bit of a like that's the, you know, I know it might be shocking, but that's kind of the reason that you can't do that on Horizon. Just kind of rotate through the open, especially against a Orisa Junkrat sitting on the high ground. So are they going to try and collapse on them? Probably. Or there's a Sombra back there. Okay, so they forced the Sombra out. Are they going to try and push him here? Probably should. Or are they just not going to care? Okay. So with that second door open, like if they had sent 2 and 2 or something like that into that room, you know, even if one side got walled off, the other side would have gotten pincered pretty hard. So they could have pushed that. Is it super necessary for them to have done it? No. It is dangerous if they get walled off or they don't move as one. Like even in the bit of this briefest bit of hesitation, if somebody calls, hey, we should push them, and the other person says no, you're just going to listen to the counter call. So Striker finishes off Decay. Crimzo gets hacked. Not the end of the world. Gamsu drops a supercharger, but he's going to drop... Oh, does he survive that? He does survive that. No way. Okay, so they push back in here. Architect is still just at range, and Doha gets nanoed. Trying to do his best here. Lost in. Oh, that is... that's a bad day for Doha. Okay, so let's take stock of the situation right now. So Doha is down. Decay is coming back on Tracer. And then Rascal is coming back on May. Okay, so on the point, so Fuel is down 1, so this is a 4 versus 5 for the Fuel. Now Gamsu's still good health, and he's fighting against a Nanoed Super, which is going to be a bad day, especially with Striker and Architect about to anti him, so he needs to run away. But is he going to survive this? I don't think so. He's going to shield against the bomb. Super's low here. Note gets anti, but they do manage to finish off Super here. Crimson gets peeled for by Note. And Closer just on this Brigitte. This Brigitte working out really well for them in terms of the point defense.
10 seconds remaining. Overtime.
Note gets that eat too. I didn't even see that when I was watching it the first time. But this is just trickle time.
10 seconds
So Rascal gets Decay. That's an unlucky. But yeah, this is such a... You know, again, there's not a lot kind of tactical here. This is very much... At this point, it's everybody for themselves. You know, swap onto the characters you can to get back. You know, do some loose coordination. Like, at least communicate when you're going to ult or kind of call what target or what general area you're fighting. But, you know, Shock is definitely focused on the point because they have to be here. Yeah. And Striker's got this EMP. So EMP Blizzard would be a good one, but Note with that snag. It just goes yoink! Thanks! Nom nom nom. Striker gets the EMP. Does hit 3. So Crimson and Closer both get hit by that. But Moth is trying to go on them, and they are kind of on different targets here. So 2 in the back line. And then Doha gets his tire, which is going to go where? Doha dropped for it, though. Fell in the trap.
I'm back in the fight.
I gotta say, I think a lot of this was actually thanks to Closer. I think Closer just beasted this point. Let's see how he's doing here.
Time to raise
Get us
my
Du mår bättre snart.
Yeah. Rally to push back in. Oof.
Special attack. Nanobot is ready. Get in there. Feeling better? That's how you do it. There's no one to stop me now.
Nice kill. Ooh.
It's quiet. I've got you covered.
I didn't even see that translocator. Nice kill though. Slam. Okay, let's see this overtime fight.
10 seconds
See if we
remaining.
hold them here, we win.
Overtime.
冻住，不洗澡，apagando las luces.
Get behind me. Nanoboost is
Checking on Moth pretty hard.
I need healing.
Just keeps Crimson alive. Ah,
on fire. Come on, try me.
Brig OP.
这样可以挡住他们。
I'm getting good at
That was solid.
Round one.
That was really solid. Clap, clap, clap. Like he missed the heal on Decay when he got taken out by Striker on the Sombra, but he was like right on it and just barely missed it. So, yeah. Solid play from Closer there on the Brigida. He's 100% the reason they held there. That was good stuff. Solid. Solid.